Well, here I am looking out over central Hong Kong. Another miserable failure attempt at recording last night. The rain came, storming, just abysmal, abysmal uh, results. So, lost video will remain lost for the moment. Yeah, my time here is kind of wrapping up. I am a little rushed. Um, little lost. Gonna try and correct some of my failures here from the last week. Try to enjoy the last few days here. We'll see how it all goes. Um, I do enjoy the rain, and I thought I could get into umbrellas as an accessory, but like it's really annoying. So mixed results for rainy weather. Um, yeah, I think with the cold weather in Victoria, you get a cleaner city. Like it never seems to get cold enough here to kill off bugs and things like that. So it's beautiful and lush, more so than Victoria or Vancouver is. Like you get just like constant greenery and just lush growth everywhere. So uh but you have a proliferation of bugs and rodents and things like that. So uh and it's not bad. I would say probably New York, somewhere like that, is quite a bit more aggressive, but definitely noticeable. And yeah, the tourism here is sort of next level, which is it must be just cost of flights and cost of travel because it's definitely not cheaper here. But you have significantly more money to spend um, because you're not spending so much to fly. But even hotels are crazy here. Like it it is a drop in the bucket to spend $1,000 a night here, which is wild. For maybe above average stays, but not anything that I would say exceptional. Although when I ended up accidentally staying at a ridiculously nice place in Macau, I looked again, and that room has doubled in price from what I paid. So it is what it is. Um, yeah, I am still kind of running into a lot of things that I want, and a lot of things I've found, and a lot of places that I want to be, and reflecting on if I change this one thing, then this would all be really good, and I would like to stay here, and this is how I would like my life, and um, but again, there's always just pieces that don't fit. So I am still lost and traveling along. I all the schooling and all the work experience and all the alleged knowledge that I have is not doing me much good. I am still just a nobody here, like most places. Um, yeah, not being able to work out is a bit of a hurdle, and I was wondering why so many people jog here. But I started doing the math on, like, there is low cost entry level gyms that do exist. So there's just some sort of cheap pop up basement gyms and things like that, which is all you really need. But the standard gym here is 4 times the price that it would be in Canada. And what they seem to have done, I think a lot of this has to do with cost of space. And so what you're doing is offsetting that by, most gyms offer basically, with your membership, you get some level of personal training or involvement like that. And cost of labor is very low here. And there is I don't it's probably not as bad as Dubai, but there is a larger wage disparity here than I thought. So like the foreign workers, same that you have in Canada, like they're paid quite a bit less than I thought that they were. But as opposed to Canada, the ability to go home exists here for fairly small dollar values. So yeah, that's that's another part of it. You can come work here for 6 months, save up money, and go home fairly easily. Uh, yeah, I feel so out of the loop at this point that the idea of even pitching myself to get any kind of job is sort of seems so far away now. Um, yeah, I'm very disconnected from whatever skill set it is that I had at at one point. So mostly just tired. You which is why you should never retire. Um, yeah, I I definitely think that if I won a lot of money, it would push me to go back to work now, having spent all of this time doing not much. Yeah. But other than that, it is very easy to work with crypto here. So you can buy and sell and take and withdraw and do whatever you want. Uh, there is luxury everywhere. So you can buy all the AP watches you want and Louis Vuitton bags and whatever Birkin bags and whatever whatever you could possibly imagine that exists here in more than one place. Food costs is probably double the more that I look at it. like a small single pizza at like not a pizza place is somewhere around $25. And it's just it's there's a weird thing, especially for me. I definitely didn't appreciate that. I did appreciate it in Vietnam, but um, just because like the difference between like let's say fresh salmon and like salmon carpaccio with like with avocado and capers and like carpaccio is very hard to find uh, where I was living, but like all the ingredients are there for next to nothing. So like you can have an ahi tuna seared steak for $5 versus here it's like 50. But getting that stuff done right, even in places where it's advertised, um, is less available. And that's another interesting thing where like I noticed this the other day. So some crappy diner here that has like a printed menu, whatever. Like you can pretty much order anything and it's gonna be good. Like the food quality here is phenomenal. Prices are expensive, whereas like it's the opposite. You could go to a fancy restaurant in Vietnam with like very nice pictures and like the food quality is like not not great. And it's not that the food like the products aren't good. It's just like presentation and service and just like even quality of cooking is like lower. Like if it's not like pho, it doesn't really matter. Some of the Korean places do like a good Korean barbecue, but even then, it's just like it's interesting. Just the salmon, it's you can get a kilogram of salmon for $20, uh, of like sushi grade prepped salmon, not like a whole slab of salmon. So versus here, that's four pieces of salmon. Yeah. Um, yeah, but trying to get anything sort of done well. I did find some good sushi places right before I left, so I will say that was a bit better. But overall, just this higher quality food is definitely lacking there. Um, yeah, so I don't know what's in store for me, but I am gonna keep hoping that it turns out all for the best. All for the best. Um, yeah, having been back to Hong Kong a few times, I'm the glow has worn off, but I still see it as an interesting place. I do think if you can get a job here, it's probably one of the best places in the world, just because like the income surplus here goes a lot farther. So they're doing that right. Um, yeah, yeah. I've done a lot of the touristy things. The subway's more manageable than the last time I was here. Although it wasn't that bad before. So maybe it's just me. Um yeah, it's I still haven't overcome the distance from reaching out to people and things like that. I'm working at it, but it is a failure in progress. Um, I'm trying to make some changes. I am creating quite a mess for myself, but that's nothing new. Nothing new at all. One of these things where you just got to roll the dice enough times, right? You just got to be able to keep playing the game long enough to win. Long enough to win. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I wish I was somebody different, but I don't get that option. So this is the poor choices I'm left with, and the bad decisions. Yeah, one of these days, we'll hit sevens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that I get a video recorded outside at some point. I'm gonna try and get some stuff figured out today. And I think I'm moving back out to the beach for the last week that I'm here. But other than that, nothing special really. So, oh yeah. If I keep talking, eventually I will say something profound and helpful to myself or someone else. Anyways, I will try again tomorrow. Bye.